When all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail.
Bev Eyston feels she's getting her life back. She spent 8 weeks drinking soups and shakes full of protein, surviving on just 800 calories a day, not only triggering a massive weight loss, but reversing her type 2 diabetes in the process.
Today, I'd like to talk to you about a new diet that's being rolled out in the UK. This is the diet to reverse diabetes and save the nation. Eligible diabetics will get to consume 800 calories of liquid a day. That's 800 calories specifically from shakes and soups. And if your mouth is not already watering, just wait till we get into this. Just before we get started, please do me a massive favor, smash the like button and also subscribe. This really helps out the channel and I'm grateful for your support. Let's get into it. So a viewer of my channel, KS, kindly emailed me some information on a new diabetes reversal program being rolled out in the UK. Diabetes is now at a critical level in the UK, costing the National Health Service, the NHS, £10 billion a year. Which means the food industry and Big Pharma are probably collectively pocketing about 30 or 40 billion pounds.
Excellent.
For context, £10 billion is $12.5 billion. And those £10 billion are probably only direct costs. It's probably costing the economy as a whole much, much more. So it makes sense that the NHS wants to do something. And this is a program that was piloted in 2020 and is just being rolled out now. There's the food component, which is those 800 calories a day liquids, which seems to go on for at least 3 months. The full program lasts a year, and apparently they're going to be adding healthy foods back in. At this point, it's unclear who determines what healthy food is. The second component appears to be regular counseling and review sessions. And so they're trying to do something, so that's good, right? Well, this is where my original statement comes into it. When all you have is a hammer, everything looks like a nail. And one of the problems that businesses and organizations have is when they're faced with a big problem, they often make the same mistake. They assume that every problem can be solved in the exact same way. And often that plan to solve problems is as follows. Have meetings, make a plan, kick off a project, have a big project team, throw massive amounts of money at it and eventually go over budget. Problem solved because we have the end of the project to look forward to. And whether the project actually gets completed or not, the problem is rarely ever solved. The problem often remains as is or gets worse. And you can see the same thing in the average person's daily life. The problem? I need to lose weight. So I'm going to get busy making plans on how I'm going to do it. I never actually start dieting or an exercise regime, but I make a lot of plans. And that makes me feel better in the moment. The problem? No savings, no money left at the end of every month. So I get busy making plans on how I can save more money and potentially earn more money. I'm so busy with the plans, I never actually start doing anything. But making those plans makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm contributing something towards a solution. And the problem in both of these examples, and in the organizational example, is it's all window dressing. In the NHS's case, it's a big project to solve diabetes. Potentially, this is a big political project. Perhaps nothing to do with any particular political party, but the NHS trying to justify their funding to the government, or the NHS trying to justify that they're doing something to the public. You see, look at this project. We're doing such good work here. Anyway, here are the problems I see with this particular diabetes reversal program. It doesn't get to the real heart of the issue. The real heart of the issue is education. You can't expect people to eat properly and take care of their health when 100% of the time throughout their lives they've been misinformed about what is good for them. If for the 40 or 50 years someone's been alive, all they've heard is you need to eat your fruit and vegetables every day, you need to eat foods which are labeled low fat, and you need to avoid products like red meat and saturated fat, and calorie counting is the way that you are going to control your weight and health, it's no wonder everyone's got diabetes. It doesn't facilitate good habits. Starving people on 800 calories a day is not a good way of showing people what life is going to be like once they are diabetes free. If I've got the choice of enjoying the next 10 years of my life, eating whatever I want, or living for 30 years and feeling like I'm starving all of the time and not being able to concentrate on anything because I'm lacking food, I might just choose the 10 years. It doesn't get the processed foods out of the diet. I did a lot of searching to work out what is in these shakes and soups and who produces them. Now, I could find a list of 4 companies that the NHS has contracted with, but there weren't specific details about these companies, about whether they're actually producing the foods or if they're going to be doing the counselling services, or both. I'm not sure. And the only reference to the foods that will actually be on the diet and what's in them is an article that my viewer KS provided me, which is about 3 years old. And you can see here, it looks delicious. A chocolate flavored skim milk soy powder shake mix, chicken and mushroom flavored skim milk and soy protein soup mix, skimmed milk and multi-whole grain porridge mix, lemon flavored soy and milk protein bar covered in yogurt flavor coating. If you want someone to learn about healthy eating and get better, you don't give them these kind of packaged foods. Foods that are likely full of seed oils. Honestly, it's good to see the NHS actually trying to do something to solve the biggest problem facing society. But if they want to actually fix the problem, they need to be taking a different approach. It's not just about portion size and calorie restriction. It's about nutrition and eating what we were intended to eat. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Guys, thanks for watching. Please don't forget to click like and subscribe, and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video.